And so by the end of the day, I had no excuse, and went to see the god Zeus down by the spruce tree, who I deduced he seduced me, the stupid noose. So I said, well, Monsieur Goose, and I'll let you loose before I get the moose and have some juice during your abuse, you dumb recluse.
Don't ever get involved with gods, man. So much trauma. Anyways, what are we taking a look at today? Oh, that film. Well, if people requested it, I might as well take a look at it. So, Venom is the 2018 movie, as well as the highly anticipated film of the Marvel franchise, ever since the screw-up that was Spider-Man 3. Which, we all know how that one went. So, what is Venom all about? It's about Eddie Brock, who is a journalist, a camera gets broken, and he winds up transforming into Venom. No, wait, that was the plot for the Spider-Man video game on PS1, Dreamcast, and N64. How did this one turn out? Was it that one with the teaser trailer where you can put anything in that moment and he gets triggered? And we see a little something of the symbiote? Was that one it? It might have been. Let me look it up one quick. Oh, no, wait, never mind. It came to my head. It actually is that portion. So, what does Venom have? Eddie Brock is a journalist who rides his motorcycle, and basically he comes in contact with the mysterious alien known as the symbiote, which for the longest time I thought was called Symbite. Don't know how I work, but I guess that's the way it goes. So, during the film, he winds up being a journalist, but then something attaches to him, and thus he winds up becoming Venom, and so now Eddie Brock has to learn how to adapt to this symbiote he calls Venom, and learn how to try to keep his brain eating to a minimum, because we got that PG-13 rating that here in America we like to overuse. Kind of surprising, to say the very least, that we just don't let that R rating for comic book films be anymore. But alongside that, we don't even use G that often. Like, come on, there's a lot of Disney films that sort of deserve that G rating. Why are we giving them that PG rating, which back in the 80s, it actually meant parental guidance? Why is it being overused now along with PG-13? I can't figure out why. It's just like that. I mean, I'm getting all over the place. But in the long term, Venom is starting to turn into this insane tale of two different opposites attracting, and all of this we have seen somewhere before in the past. Oh my god. I'm starting to lose breath out here. I need some drink, man. I need some drink. And we see from there that Eddie has to learn how to adapt to this symbiote. And from there, it's just that instead of being a Spider-Man villain, in the end, he becomes a, how do you put it, a anti-hero? Yeah, that's it. Anti-hero, yeah. You know, like, it's sort of like the purgatory of the superheroes. The heroes are like heaven, and villains are like hell. And the anti-heroes are purgatory. That's all you need to explain this whole thing. I don't think I'm starting to lose it. I don't know. I mean, was there something laced in this water bottle that made me lose my breath? I don't know, but I better wrap this review up before I run out of breath. So, in the long end, Venom it's what was it I was trying to say? That in general, Venom is, oh my god, oh, I'm losing some breath. The water won't help. This room is overheating, and I'm burning. I think I'm gonna faint. In the long end, Venom is. It. April Fools! Ha! You really think I was actually going to review the Venom movie? Like, okay, I'm gonna be fully honest. This was a film that is under that scale that audiences like but critics hate. It happens a lot in films and all that. I mean, I still don't get why people like the remake of Red Dawn. I mean, I like the original perfectly fine, and much like how the critic dislikes the remake of The Haunting. But if you like the Venom movie, I understand. It may not be a cup of tea for me, and people were highly anticipating this movie to be R. There was a tease at the end of the film, however, that I hear, that actually discusses the entirety of, like, how Carnage is going to be in the sequel. It's just Woody Harrelson in that cameo just being like, there's going to be some carnage in the sky, or something along those lines. I haven't actually seen that scene yet. So yeah, in the long end, we're actually going to wind up with a sequel to Venom, which, cross your fingers, it's going to be R, because with the success of Logan and Deadpool 1 and 2, there has to be some way they can make this R. I mean, for Pete's sake, the symbiotes, and from what I've seen, at least this is only rumors and what little I have of the actual Venom series as a whole, is that he eats brains, doesn't he? Never once have I heard anyone say in this whole movie that anyone had their brains eaten out of this movie. So, 0 out of 10, that's disappointing. No brains eaten. And of course it's toned down for that charming, friendly, bring your kitties PG-13 rating. Which I feel like the ratings is just not working anymore. But in the long end, if the Venom sequel comes out and there's high reviews of it, not another of those audiences like it and critics hate it kind of ordeal, though that may be expected with the sequel. I guess maybe I'll look into it, but in general, I honestly look forward more to Zombieland Double Tap than I am with this movie. Again, low expectations. So, apologies ahead of time for this, and might as well give you a little update. Everything's going quite smoothly with the vlogs and all that. I really hope that you'll be able to relax and enjoy the list that is upcoming. You can also see me at Everfree Northwest, happening around this time and at this convention. I will put links to it in the bottom, in the video description text box, or even if possible, card it or end slate, depending on how YouTube's in their current slate. But for all we know, I just hope in the long end we do get a good film out of Venom 2 once we get more information about it. But also, I still look forward to working on the continuation of the multi-parter Top 40 Favorite Movies list. But in all seriousness, what do you think of Venom? Do you like it? Are you on the audience side? Or do you hate it on the critic side? Well, just whatever your thoughts are, leave them below. Let me know, and just click around here if there's actually 20 seconds I can keep in this time slot if you want to see more. And as always, I'm the Ferg Guy, and I'll see you guys for the next movie. That, quite honestly, that really blew a lot of steam out of me. Like, oh my lord, that really blew off a lot of steam out of my head.